Hey everybody, it's Kidder's Barbecue back at it again. So today I have a unique video. It's the weekend, holiday weekend. So I am going to do some spare ribs, but I got 3 of them. I got this video idea from T-Word Cooks. I watched him do a brisket video. He did 3 briskets. He foiled wrapped one. He butcher paper wrapped one, and then he didn't wrap one at all and just let it cook it all the way through. So that's what I'm going to take the same concept. I'm going to do it here with my St. Louis style spare ribs. So I haven't seen anybody do this on YouTube or Facebook, so I'm excited to kind of jump the gun and do it. So I got these. I got a 3-pack here of Swift Prime St. Louis style pork spare ribs. I got it at my local store. Never used this style or this brand, so I'm curious how it goes. Today, haven't decided which. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Doing Oak Ridge Dominator Sweet Rub. I'm gonna foil this one, so I'm gonna use this rub, and then I'll foil wrap that rib. So that's what I'll do for that one. Great rub, by the way. And then Killer Hogs the barbecue rub. I'm gonna butcher wrap paper this one. Great rub also. And then Killer Hogs hot barbecue rub. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna wrap that one. I'm just gonna spritz it every 45 minutes. I will do the same when I go ahead and spritz everything on these ribs when I let them go the first 3 hours before I wrap them. So basically I'll take the back membrane off this. I will use mustard as a binder for all 3 of them. And they're all about the same length. So I'm curious on how everything's going to go. Which one will cook faster? Which one will take the longest? I'm kind of thinking the one I'm not going to wrap is going to take the longest, obviously. I'm curious on which one will be done faster, the butcher paper or the foil. So, and plus I am not just including, see which one cooks faster. I am curious on which one's going to taste better and which one is going to be the most juiciest out of the 3. I have a good idea on which one it would be, but I don't know. So, and I haven't seen anybody do this, so I'm curious on what the outcome is. So I'm gonna go ahead, get this out of the package, rinse it out, pat it dry, and I will get the back membrane pulled off, and I'll get this thing seasoned up. It won't take me a couple minutes to do so. And then I'm not gonna use the Yoder today. I'm going to go ahead and use my Weber Smoky Mountain 22.5 inch, and I'm going to use cherry chunks. I've never used cherry at all, so I'm curious on the smoky flavorness when I use that kind of wood. So I'm curious on how that's going to go. I'm going to do a different charcoal method. I have not tried the snake method, as they call it. I've always done the minion method, so I'm going to try that out and see how it works. I did buy an extra charcoal grate to put on top of my other one. There's a little, mod that I did. I see a lot of people have that mod, and they say the charcoal lasts a lot longer, so I'm curious if my charcoal will last longer. So it was just like $8, so it was worth a try and see how it works. I already got that in there. I ain't going to show you. If you ever want to know, I might do a mod video on my Weber later on. But that's basically it. So I'm going to go ahead and get this prepared, get this going, and I will show you what I'm going to do outside with the smoker. And we'll be back in a minute. Alright, here we go. I got my charcoal set up in the snake method, and I got my cherry chunks placed out around. So it's going to start here, it'll go all the way around through the charcoal, and it'll stop just before the end where I start. So therefore it'll just keep burning wood and charcoal in a nice even paste. Now I'm using Kingsford Original Blue, and I've never used this product before. Western chunk, it's cherry, so we'll see how that rolls. They're a lot bigger than the last chunks I was using. I used Weber chunks before. These are a lot bigger. These are like softball size. I do have my chimney rolling right now, so I'm about to go ahead and place my hot charcoal right here so I can get the burn going. It's still coming up. We need a couple more minutes in the chimney, and I'll go ahead and I will place that hot charcoal right here, and it'll just start burning. And that's basically it. I guess that's how it works. This is my first time ever doing it, so we'll see how it goes. Plus, I have that extra rack in here on the charcoal, so the gaps are really small because these burn down halfway or so, and they could potentially just fall down in the grate. So now, I mean, they'd have to be about that size to even fall down between the grates. So I'm kind of excited to see how this works. So we'll go ahead and let my chimney come up, and we'll get this going, and I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like with the ribs on. Alright guys, I got the ribs on there. This one over here is just the Killer Hogs Sweet Dominator rub, and then a hot barbecue hog rub. So we'll go ahead and let this thing go. I think this will work out. I left a gap between the ribs as much as I could. I really didn't want to use my second shelf. These ribs are pretty big, so we'll go ahead and let the do thing. They'll shrink up, so then the smoke can really absorb around the meat, so I'm not too worried about it. So here we go. Let it go for about 3 hours. I'll spritz every 45 minutes or so, and then after that I'll show you my wrapping process. Hey everybody, we're at our 3-hour mark. I went ahead and wrapped the middle one in foil because I kept forgetting which one had what rub on. This was that Dominator Sweet rub, so I went ahead and wrapped it before I forgot about it. So this is my hot rub, and then just the regular Killer Hogs. I'm gonna wrap that in butcher paper. I will spritz it off one more time with apple cider vinegar and a little bit of water, and then I put a little bit of butter in here and apple cider vinegar. I'm gonna do the same thing on the one that's getting wrapped in butcher paper. This one, nothing's going. I'm not doing anything to it besides spritzing it every 45 minutes. Okay, I'm just giving you guys the progress. This thing is running at basically right at 225, so we're good to go. Alright, just show you guys another peek at it. I went ahead and put some butter on here. I'm just letting it do its thing and melt all over the ribs. This is the Sweet Dominator rub with butter and apple cider vinegar and water. Same thing in this one. This is just the Killer Hogs, the regular rub, and pink butcher paper. So let's go another 2 hours. I'll spritz this every 45 minutes. So I'll show you guys back. I'll come back probably after the 2 hour mark. I'm not going to show you every time I spritz the one that's uncovered. So we'll be back at it when I unwrap them and see what they look like. I'll probably be checking them in about an hour and a half and see how they're doing. I don't want them to fall completely off the bone because I'm going to put some sauce on it and put it back on. So stay tuned. Hey everybody, hey, we're back to that final last hour. They smoked for 3 hours. I wrapped only 2 out of the 3 for another 2 hours, and now I'm with sauce for about an hour. I was going to show you the unwrapping, but I didn't have enough insulated gloves. They got kind of hot, so I did it quickly. But this is the one I did not wrap. So let's get the other two. This is the one I used foil. This one's definitely got the most pullback out of the and this is the one that came out of the butcher paper. This one actually has quite a bit of pullback too, but this one continued to get a better bark than the one in the foil. The pink butcher paper, in my opinion, did better because I like the bark. It's not as much bark as I got the one I did not wrap at all, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna sauce this one. I want to see what this tastes like. Just basically spritz the whole time. I am going to sauce these two with my Cattleman's Sweet Memphis on these two, and I'll be right back. I gotta grab that. I got my Memphis sweet sauce, barbecue sauce. So I'll go ahead and get these guys going. The wife likes her ribs sweet, so I made 2 sweet and then 1 little spicy. And that one's for me, of course. I like the sweet and spicy, sweet and tangy, I guess you would say, more than anything. But I'm gonna get a good layer of this sweet barbecue on here. Tell you what, I like the pink butcher paper so far. There's a lot more bark. But there's quite a bit of bark on the one I didn't wrap at all. And these things are super tender. If I went any longer, they just fell off the bone, and I couldn't even do this part. This right here is the Dominator rub, sweet Dominator rub. And this one right here, that I did first, was the All Things Barbecue, or the I can't even forget the name. So let's get this going. This one's the hot rub, and this is the regular. Got so much going on, I keep forgetting what's what. Alright, well that's about it. So I'm going to let this go for about another hour, let this sauce set up. And after that, we'll do a taste test. I have the wife taste all 3, whether she likes it or not, be on the camera. So I'll go ahead and get that going. And I will let you know what I think is the best. And my wife will let you know what she thinks the best is. I just want 2 opinions because it just makes it easier. That sauce is good. Alright, I'm going to let this go for another hour, guys, and I'll be back at it.
Hang on.
It's rolling.
Oh, can I eat one?
Yeah. It's finally done. The first one, Jordan's going to do the taste testing. That one was with the foil.
I guess some to Avery.
Yeah. I'll give that back. What do you think?
It's good.
Now try the second one, which is pink butcher paper. Which one's better so far?
I don't know.
Alright, we'll try the third one, which is the one that was not foiled or wrapped at all.
Is that good?
Eating out of the bone?
I gotta show Avery on there. I'm dropping this everywhere.
And that's the dry rub one? What do you think?
I think my favorite's the first one.
So you prefer
wrap.
foil?
Yeah.
Alright.
It was really good. Show Avery. Look at Avery's eating the foil wrap one. Avery, can you say hi? Is that good? Good. Is that good ribs? Can you say good ribs?
I guess it's good. You're sitting there still eating.
Oh yeah.
Mommy!
Alright, since the wife went, it's my turn. I'll start with the rib that was in foil, which is, to me, it seems like the most tender. I don't know if you can see that. All 3 of them have great smoke rings. This one. I'm just going to do 1 bite on all of them because I don't want to make this too difficult. This is the one with the pink butcher paper. I bit it off a piece of bone. That's pretty good. So guys, this is the dry. I didn't wrap this one at all. This one's got the best smoke ring out of all of them.
Mama, hi, sweetie.
Doing your place.
If I had to pick, it's gonna be second pink butcher paper. Tastes the best. I like the texture. You get that bite, perfect bite basically. But if you want to fall off the bone, I would recommend foil. This is just more done. It's not as juicy, but it has great flavor. A lot more smoke flavor than the one that was not wrapped at all, in my opinion. But overall, I think the best one is pink butcher paper. I didn't think that would be it. I thought it would be the foil, but that's why you do these tests. I think the foil cooks faster. There was a lot more pullback on the foil than there was the pink butcher paper. There wasn't as much at the 3-hour mark that there was with where I didn't wrap it all. I was just spritzing the whole time. The one I spritzed the most, the one that was unwrapped, definitely has more smoke than the rest. The cherry chunks were really good, actually. It might be my...
Go, Avery.
No. Where's she at?
Give it, Avery. Is it good?
Now, Avery, which one do you think is better?
That.
That one? Okay, that's just a bone. Yeah, let me see that one. Want Daddy to give you more?
Which one do you want?
Say, Daddy, I need more.
Here
More.
you go. This is the pink butcher paper. Do you
Pink
say
butcher paper one. So you had the foil one first. This is butcher paper. Lucy, leave her one. Take a bite.
Digging the shows.
Was she tickling your toes? Take a bite. Don't lick it. Take a bite.
Is it good?
There you go. Which one do you like better? Do you like this one or this one better?
Oh, is it that one or that one?
That
she
one,
likes
yep.
foil.
Likes foil. Just like her mama.
All right, y'all. See you next week.